Let's journey back in time. I'm talking way, way back. Picture a world about 150 million years ago, a planet covered in these sprawling, ancient forests and ruled by absolute giants. But, hidden up in the treetops, something totally new was happening. A creature was getting ready to take a leap that would literally change the course of life on Earth.
Our story kicks off in the late Jurassic period. This is a time so mind-bogglingly ancient that the continents we know were still just bumping into each other. And humans? We weren't even a distant thought for another 149 million years. We're talking about some serious deep time here.
And this was, without a doubt, the true age of dinosaurs. I mean, just imagine the ground literally shaking as these massive sauropods, with necks that could probably scrape the clouds, just crashing through the forest. And everywhere else, in the shadows, you had these fierce predators on the prowl. The whole planet was a stage for titans.
But while all that drama was happening on the ground, a quiet little revolution was starting. Not with the big guys, but up in the air. A totally new kind of creature was about to stake its claim on the skies.
So this world was mostly centered on what we'd call Europe today. Just try to picture these dense, primeval forests that go on for miles and miles. The air is thick, it's warm, and it's just buzzing with the sounds of a planet that is absolutely teeming with life.
And here it is, Archaeopteryx. This thing was part dinosaur, part bird, and 100% unique. Its name literally means ancient wing, which is, you got to admit, the perfect name for the creature that would become this incredible bridge between two completely different worlds. Now, you might be picturing some giant, soaring beast, right? But nope, not even close. This revolutionary animal was only about 1.5 feet long. To put that in perspective, Archaeopteryx was roughly the size of a modern-day raven, just a small, feathered survivor trying to make it in a world of behemoths.
And this is what makes Archaeopteryx just so incredible. On the one hand, you've got all the classic dinosaur traits, right? A mouthful of sharp teeth, little claws on its wings, and a long bony tail. But then you look again, and it's got feathers, wings that are actually shaped for flight, and a super lightweight frame. It's like a perfect mashup of the past and the future, all in one little animal.
Its wingspan was only about 0.5 meters, so, not huge, but definitely more than enough to get this little pioneer off the forest floor and up into the safety of the canopy.
But what was life actually like for this thing? I mean, having wings didn't just make everything easy. In fact, every single day was a constant fight to survive.
Archaeopteryx wasn't out there soaring through the open sky like an eagle today. No way. Its flight was all about being clever and strategic. Think of it as a master glider, using these short bursts of flight to swoop silently from tree to tree, just zipping through the dense forest with amazing precision. And it used this unique skill to hunt. It would just perch up in the branches, spot its prey, and then ambush. It was going after things like insects, small lizards, and even tiny little mammals that were scurrying around on the ground. It was a really active and pretty cunning predator. But here's the thing. For every moment it was the hunter, it was also the hunted. The forest floor was being stalked by much bigger predators. Things like velociraptors and other theropods, those two-legged, meat-eating dinosaurs. For Archaeopteryx, flight wasn't just for hunting. It was its #1 escape plan. A quick glide to a higher branch could be the difference between living and, well, not. So, for millions of years, Archaeopteryx did its thing and thrived. But its real importance, its true significance, well, that wouldn't be understood until long after it was gone, when its story was finally pieced together from solid rock. And what a legacy it is. You see, Archaeopteryx is what scientists call a transitional fossil. And that's just a fancy way of saying it's a fossil that provides this perfect, undeniable link between an older group, in this case dinosaurs, and a newer group that descended from them, birds. It's basically a stunning snapshot of evolution caught in the act.
So for millions of years, Archaeopteryx lived, flew, and survived. Then it disappeared. It wasn't until 1861 that this absolutely beautiful fossil was discovered in a limestone quarry in Germany. And get this, that one discovery coming just 2 years after Darwin published On the Origin of Species completely changed everything scientists thought they knew, and it turned this little ancient creature into a true icon of science.
Just think about what that really means for a second. Feathers, which probably first evolved just to keep dinosaurs warm, or maybe for showing off, were repurposed for something absolutely extraordinary: conquering the sky.
Archaeopteryx is the hard evidence of that incredible evolutionary leap.
So the next time you see a bird outside your window, just take a moment and remember its ancient ancestor. Seriously, every soaring eagle, every little sparrow, they all carry the legacy of this small feathered dinosaur that dared to take to the skies 150 million years ago. Its story isn't just written in stone, it's written in the skies all around us.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question, doesn't it? Evolution never, ever stops. Life is always adapting, always finding new ways to survive. Archaeopteryx was this huge, dramatic leap from land to air. It really makes you wonder, what incredible changes are happening right now, and what's going to be the next great evolutionary leap?